Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our today's meeting, Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club. My name is Dian, and I am a buddy of Sergeant at this meeting. To officially start the meeting, let us watch this video. Okay. And please welcome our President, Toastmaster Vivi Amaliawati.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dian, for sharing the video host of rules. Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. My name is Vivi Amaliawati, Club President from Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club since 1st of July 2022. I would like to call this meeting to order. Welcome to Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club members, visiting Toastmasters, especially who help us doing the role takers for this meeting, such as Toastmaster Rina from STC Toastmaster Club, taking role as grammarian, and Toastmaster Titiningsi from Empire Toastmaster Club as general evaluator. Also to other visiting Toastmaster Club members and other guests, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to our regular meeting today, Sunday, November 20, 2022. I would like to recognize any guests we have today. Do we have anyone new guest here today? If not, then let's us continue a bit introduction from Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club. This online Toastmaster Club established in December 2020. Our meeting is twice a month on every Sunday at the first and third week. We have club values as simple as ABC. Appreciate our club members, build each other up, and celebrate our successes. This is in line with Toastmaster tagline, when the leaders are met, and Toastmaster core values, integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Today, our meeting theme is Journey to the Multiverse. It sounds futuristic. Okay, let us back to the meeting. We have 3 prepared speakers today. We hope everyone will participate and have fun. Let's start this meeting by having our Toastmaster of the meeting for today. He's member of Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club, working as engineer in one of the famous oil and gas companies in Indonesia. During the weekend, he becomes the professional photographer. Let us welcome Toastmaster Marendra Dika.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. Vivi, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce myself as a Tom, Toastmaster of the meeting, in a good situation now because all of us already are Toastmasters and you know what is Toastmaster of the meeting all about. Well, I actually would like to give a short introduction of the Tom. Basically, I'm the MC of this meeting, today meeting. I'm happy today because this theme is something that I really like to talk with you. Apparently, it is about the journey to the multiverse. To those that do not know what is multiverse all about, well, if you ever watch a Marvel movie, a Doctor Strange, the madness of multiverse, well, that's kind of the descriptions of multiverse. Our world, it has a universe. It consists of the stars, moons, galaxies, a lot of, it calls universe. Can you imagine it has something like that, but a lot of the things, it is multiverses. So basically in this deep of today, I would like you to imagine that the world it has multiverses, that it has secret door. Somehow we cannot open that because our technology advance is not there. But somehow in the future we will there, and we can go to the next multiverse, meaning going to another universe from the world. Okay, that's a short of the theme of today. I would like to continue again. And of course, in Toastmasters, I will be assisted with a lot of friends here in a role takers for today. And I would like to ensure that you will use the word of the day, uncanny. Is it uncanny, right? Okay. My grammarian, my team in a general evaluator will describe all about the word of the day, and you know exactly what it means and how it will be used in a correct sentence. Okay, now I would like to invite one of the most important partner in a multiverse in today's meeting. It is my GE, the general evaluator. She is one of the best Toastmaster member that actually I would like her to be the permanent member in Bhinneka. But that's maybe happen in another universe, in another multiverse. It could be happen, but maybe not in this universe. But now, maybe next time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please let us welcome one of the most amazing in my team. It is my GE, General Evaluator, that would like to describe all about GE things. Ladies and gentlemen, please let us welcome Titin Ningsi as a GE. Titin, that's yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Marandradika. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I'm Titin. Today, I happily serve as the General Evaluator for the day. And as the GE, my role is to keep an eye on all the events of the meeting, take notes of the things that are good, needs recommendations and suggestions, and later I will present my report towards the end of the meeting. And as a GE, it is also my role to introduce the role takers for the day, such as the grammarian, accounter, timer, ballot counter for their respective roles and reports. And for now, I have our grammarian for this evening, distinguished Toastmaster Rina. Would you like to explain your role to us?
Thank you, GE. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to the language usage. Then I'll take a note of any misuse of English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the words of the day. The words of the day for today's meeting is uncanny. This is actually reminds me of if our Tom mentioned about Doctor Strange from Marvel, and this reminds me, this words of the day also reminds me on one of the comics, Uncanny X-Men. Okay, our words of the day is uncanny. It is an adjective. The meaning is strange or mysterious, especially in an unsettling way. The example of the uncanny is an uncanny feeling that she was being watched. So that's the example. of the usage in a sentence. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. Remember, uncanny. I will give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon during the evaluation session. Thank you all, and back to you, GE.
Thank you, Didi and Brina, for your grammarian's explanation. And thank you for explaining about the word of the day for today's meeting, that is uncanny. And I hope this evening's Bhinneka Toastmasters Club's meeting is going to be wonderfully uncanny for us. So thank you. And next, may I please call on our timer, Toastmaster Gio. Is Toastmaster Gio here? Perhaps we can have our counter first. Toastmaster Yeni, would you please explain your role to us, Toastmaster Yeni?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Greeting for Mr. and Mr. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toast and fellow Toastmaster. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a scratch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, it will listen for overused words include and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yeni, for introducing your A and WOD counter role to us. And next, may I have our ballot counter, Toastmaster Seni, to explain your role to us?
You are mute, Sunny. Now you can speak.
Yeah, okay. Wait, let me spotlight myself. Okay, hello everyone. I am the Zoom host today, so I try to make sure that everyone who speak in the virtual stage got spotlighted well and on time. And as a ballot counter today, I will help to count the vote for the best table topic speaker, best speaker, and also best evaluator today. So make sure all of you pay attention to all of the speakers and vote for the favorite one. Thank you, and back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seni, for introducing your ballot counter role to us. And next, we have our timer, Toastmaster Gio Brata. Toastmaster Gio, would you please explain the timing guidelines to us for this meeting? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madam GE. So currently my role as a timer. I'll be counting the time for every participant who give the speech, statement, and evaluation. On this meeting, we have 3 sessions. The first session is giving a speech. On this session, every participant have 5 until 7 minutes for the time. And there are you can see my background will change for every minute. For 5 minutes, for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and 7 minutes. And the second the second session is table topic. On this session, my background will show same like green, yellow, and red. Green, it means you still have time. Green is 1 minute, and yellow is 1.5 minutes, and red is more than 2 minutes. And the last session is evaluation. On this session, every participant have until 3 minutes. 2 minutes, my background will show green, and 2.5 minutes, my background will show yellow, and red, your time is more than 3 minutes. So that is my role. So, and back to Madam G. Thank you.
Thank you, our timer Taskmaster Gio, for introducing the timing scheme to us. And so those are our amazing role takers for today. For now, I will return the control back to Toastmaster Marendra Dika as our Toastmaster of the meeting for this evening. Toastmaster
Thank
Marendra.
you, Titiningsi. You are one amazing in my team today meeting. Well, for those that never know about multiverses, can you imagine there is universe? There will be another universe. There will be another universe. In that another universe could be the same person that has appearance like Ben, is the president of United States somewhere there. And then we have friends with the appearance the same as Fifi here, but somehow she can be the president of Indonesia. So that's another part of the multiverse. So the same Fifi, not really the same because the appearance is the same. It's called a doppelganger. Well, if you would like to digest deeper about the multiverse, actually you can watch the Flash movie in the Netflix. I finally complete all those sessions. It is 7 sessions. So I enjoy things about multiverse, and then coming the Doctor Strange, the madness of multiverse. And I watch it twice and I'm happy. So that's, it is the fictions, ladies and gentlemen, it is the fictions. It's not yet the reality because we cannot see it yet, but apparently it could be somehow somewhere in the future. Now, in Toastmaster, as usual, we have 3 sessions. I'm happy. There's no guest. I mean, I do not need to elaborate a lot about the sessions. We have 3 sessions: prepared speech sessions, evaluation sessions, and table topic sessions. Each of us love the most one of them, or could be 3 of them. That's okay. Now we would like to go to the first sessions. It is called prepared speech sessions. What is all about? It is about, we will have our member Toastmaster, worldwide Toastmaster, would like to deliver the prepared speeches. They usually already observe, study, develop kind of projects to prepare themselves to make a very good speech regarding their interest, their hobby, their world, their talents. So the good news is that we will hear a first time personal experience how the prepared speaker delivering their speech. We will have 3 prepared speeches today. Prepared speeches today. And the first will be 5 to 7 minute speech. Okay. It is project L3P3 about connect with the audience in a pathway presentation mastery. The evaluator would be DTM Natalie Chayadi. And now let us welcome one of the most amazing speaker in today's meeting with its title, A Caregiver Journey. Dian Vivi, A Caregiver Journey. Time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Marendra Dika. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 years ago, my friend, who is psychiatric, offered me to join in her community care service as a caregiver for people with a mental illness. I considered it many times because I never dealing with the people with a mental illness. But Dr. Aimee convinced me that I can do my role as a role caregiver. Otherwise, since she is my good friend, and I believe good friend never let you down in the wrong path, right? So I said yes to her offer. Then the first day as a caregiver came. We had talking session in one of Dr. Aimee patients in East Surabaya. When I came, a beautiful lady welcomed me and asked me to sit down. And she said, after this, Dr. Aimee and the others will come. My role as a caregiver is as a friend for them. Make them comfortable to share their feeling, their sadness, and let them to talk. During the session, a woman came, wore a short and glasses. She looked at us weird. So I asked to Dr. Aimee in whisper, what's happened with that woman? Dr. Aimee explained, she has schizophrenia. And the trigger was when she was in 17 years. Her father had an affair with her mate, and he married to her. By following some activity as a caregiver, I learned that a mental illness caused by some factor, such as genetic, a history, mental illness in blood relative, and the trigger in different people are different. Can be trauma suffered as a child, physical abuse, and then stressful life, and also loved one death or divorce. So these informations and experience are useful for me as a mother, how I treat my child. 3 years ago, my sister-in-law talked to her husband in phone. Her husband is my husband's brother. After that, she cried and got temporarily paralyzed. Then she just looked at us without saying anything. Then I called her husband and told about her condition. Her husband just said, oh, it's usual. To help her, just recite ayat kursi and press her big toes. Later, she will awake. Of course, since I have experience, I just laughed at him. And then I called Dr. Aimee. She suggested me to bring my sister-in-law to her. The next morning, I brought her to Dr. Aimee and she diagnosed with major depression. And she attempted suicide because she had the long-term problem with her husband. If he had the problem with her husband, I know, but attempt suicide? What I like of her husband is, it's the typical of our society. If the member of family have the mental illness in our society, they tend to isolate or reject, because mental illness kind of supernatural or curse for the family. Thus, ladies and gentlemen, since I joining the organization, my experience, information are useful for people around me. Then, ladies and gentlemen, if you have offer from your friend and that it might be useful for you and your people around you, do not doubt to say yes. Perhaps you will have a different experience and new information like what I got. Back to the top.
Wow, amazing true story of Dion Vivi. That's what I love about Toastmaster. You will listening firsthand, first time for the first experienced persons, exactly the first source. Somehow it can touch our empathy and sympathy that the things already happen in the other part of the same universe. Now we would like to go to the second prepared speaker. Okay, second prepared speaker will have time entitled about 5 to 7 minutes also timer. Okay, and the project is L1P2, writing a speech with purpose. It is taken from the Pathway Effective Coaching. Her evaluator will be our beloved Madam President Vivi Amaliawati. Let us welcome our one of the most amazing Toastmaster member in this universe. With its title, Say No to FOMO. Cynthia Tan. Cynthia Tan, say no to FOMO. Time is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Marendra Dika. Okay. FOMO is an acronym of fear of missing out. In this era of technology, where we are connected globally and instantly, our fear is just one swipe away. 2 months ago, I remember on Friday night, when my workload has gotten me overwhelmed with an ending series of meetings, and in the middle of battlefield, I grabbed my phone to check on, what's happening at the other side of the world. And I'm kind of curious while I'm stuck here in front of my laptop. Swipe after swipe at social media, and then I crossed by so many posts of my friends attending party at the club, cheering with their champagne and drinking the nights away. And then I grabbed my phone again and I switched to another chat platform. Scroll after scroll, and I got some good news from my friend who are just putting on a new business. Actually, I supposed to feel happy to see this. But deep inside, I have to admit, how they live their life has been hitting me. And suddenly, it feels so intense and tightening in my chest. Like I'm in a stifling room and inhaling chemical substance is just not comfortable. Why does it hurt so bad to see my friends celebrating their life? And I keep thinking, why am I not invited? Why am I here and not there? Am I deceased? Well, I encountered the biggest enemy in my life, and that is my fear of missing out. Everyone can relate to this feeling. And as for human, fear is emotion that we are naturally born with it. It has been a navigator for us as a guidance to make a decision. But fear sometimes it can be tricky. You know, it can hold us back to be not present with now and here, but instead we are delusioning of being somewhere else at another state of life should be. Blur with vision and direction. And here's the part that causes terrible stress. It feels like we are underachieving. We already did the best, but it is still not enough. And we are struggling with it. And we feel like we need to be doing something more about it. And it keeps distracting us from being happy with what we have now. So here comes the question. How do we address the fear of missing out? Does FOMO really as bad as the acronym? Okay, let's ask a few questions to ourselves. First, are we over-connecting? Social media is a good platform to cope, but should not be an indicator for achievement. And the second, who are we proving to? Is that someone that loves us in real life, or maybe just virtually love us? Next question is, why am I so obsessed with what is missing in my life? And here comes the last question. Who are we turned into as a standard of achievement? Is it our society, our social media, or our family? However, we still need FOMO as a navigator. Research has proven that the key of being happy are accomplishment and achievement. So how does fear of missing out connect with our happiness? Well, here's the good news. Just like two sides of coins, fear of missing out can lead to desire to achieve more, to a greater goal, and use it to guide us to a more fulfilling life. When we see someone else living their best life, it can give us hope that we can do the same and apply it and use it as a motivational tool. And here is the good news for some people, but it might be bad news for some people. We cannot get rid of FOMO, but we can replace it. Say no to FOMO if it is fear of missing out, but say yes to a new acronym of FOMO, find out more opportunities. Here are what we can do with our FOMO. Recognize the blueprint of ourselves, connect with the intention of the goal, and discover a new potential of opportunity. So make a good use of the FOMO. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. So it's like twisting my perceptions of FOMO. I thought FOMO is just applied to something which is related to stock. For example, I joined stock, but it's just a small amount of number. But apparently many months ago, my friends bought stock. It's called ADES, and now it's skyrocketing price. So they harvesting 1,000 of many millions of rupiahs, and somehow it is in the peak. If I bought that stock like now, the cost is very expensive, and I never know the tomorrow case. It could be getting down because it's already in the peak. So that's our FOMO, fear of missing out. It is the party. Am I join now or not? If I'm not, it could be lucky for me if tomorrow get down, but it's poor of me if tomorrow still increase up. So that's FOMO. Apparently today, our lovely member Cynthia Tan already twisting that into another FOMO can be utilized in another part of their life. Oh, that's a very good things. And apparently, not only that, she introduced another meaning of FOMO. What was that? I find out
More opportunity.
find out more opportunity. That's amazing. I can find out more stuff to invest. That was amazing. I can find. Okay, we conclude second speech. Now we are going to the third speech of our three prepared speaker. Welcome all new guests and welcome all the Toastmaster in the rest of the universe. The third speaker will have time entitled the same 5 to 7 minutes timer. Okay. And then it is from Project L3 Connect with storytelling. Storytelling, it sounds familiar. Okay. It is from Pathway Presentation Mastery. The evaluator of the prepared speaker will be our DTM Pipit Andriani, a lady that I met in Brunei Darussalam many years ago, even before iron was invented. Now, the title will be A Dream Come True by our Toastmaster, Safira Nabila. Safira Nabila, A Dream Come True. Time is yours.
My dream come true, but it wasn't how I thought it would be. Ever since I was a child, my late mom dreamed of bigger things for me. She dreamed that I would see the world more than what we already know. She dreamed that I'd see life, different kinds of life, culture, and parts of the world. And of course, with similar dreams, with parents that have similar dreams like that, they plan for their child to have an experience in study abroad once they get older. Study abroad with a scholarship would just be a plus. Fast forward to 17-year-old me. My dad insisted on persevering with the dream, though we are facing financial issue at the time. I was very proud of myself because I was able to put together everything and apply to the university by myself. I don't have any help from whomever, and I can feel the effort from my hard work. While I get there, it feels very fulfilling. But of course, with the financial issue in the back of my head, I feel a hunch that this journey wouldn't be easy. And somehow I managed to make my study abroad experience last for 1 year and a half. But it comes to a point where I was like, you know what? I can't do it. Though my dad say, hey, Bia, just keep on going. I'm like, no, I don't want you to suffer. I'm still your child after all. So let me just go back to Indonesia. So I went back to Indonesia and enrolled to Brawijaya University with English education major, which my dad and my stepmom said to me, it would just be a walk in the park for me. And sure enough, because I was still faced with shattered dreams and broken hearts from the dream that I have, my study abroad dream, I was like a walking dead all throughout my studies for my first and second year. I just do what I need to do. I just mind my own business, not interested in socializing, and just basically in it for the degree. And then the pandemic strikes. It was such, I don't know how to describe it for me because it was such it was a sad period of time, but to me it was such a detrimental phase in my life because I regained new motivation and new spirits from the pandemic. I don't have to face people. I don't have to basically do the chit chat with anyone. I just have to do what I need to do and just get on with my life, basically. And from then, I dive in more into education, improve my skills, my soft skills, my hard skills. And one day, my friend came to me, "Hey, B, hey, let's apply to this scholarship funded by the government together." I was like, I'm not quite sure. I was just rebuilding my life together. I was just applying to this project, being involved in this organization. I'm like, should I not? I'm like, I'm not completely sure about it. But then I'm like, you know what? Since everybody is urging me to go, I'll just do it. So I consulted with my mentors, prepared my CVs, prepared the essays, everything that is required for the scholarship. I was not really too hopeful, but at the same time, not too careless. I was moderately excited, one can say. And then one day, one of the other applicants were like, "Hey, the list has come through. Guys, let's check the website." So I checked the website with hopeful eyes and shaky hands. I scrolled through the list. And sure enough, it says, "Congratulations, you have been accepted to go to National University of Ireland, Galway." I was shocked. I was, wait, what? Wait, no, wait, what? I was in disbelief. My dream, it came back. And I was like, what? Hey, wow, I'm even now talking about it still leaves me speechless. So I talked to my parents. They were excited. They say, "Give a prayer to Allah," because I'm a Muslim, and then start preparing for your departure. So I did. But sure enough, with anything comes problems and issues. On the last minute, I wouldn't say it's really a problem, but it was for me at the time. I was chosen to become the student representative. What is a student representative, one may ask? A student representative is the one who is responsible to answer to the Ministry of Education, the embassy, the university representative, and basically taking care of the whole squad from the departure until we get back to Indonesia. I was elected last minute. I was like, "Guys, you gotta be serious." Like, no, no, this is what, no, okay. So I got there. Long story short, I got there. It was magical. I was in a country where I single-handedly choose and dream of. And it was my first time in Europe. So it was beautiful. But a state of euphoria can only last for so long. I stumbled into a few issues. I became a high priority patient for the mental health sector in my university because I have difficulty coping with the environment, the weather, the education system, and at the same time I have to experience my scholarship to the fullest with the limited time I have. So Bia, you may ask me, what is the point of all of this? This feels like a story about a dream. What I'm trying to tell you is that the kind of dreams that we were taught, which is, for example, money and position, these are dreams that once is achieved, sometimes we are just, oh, there's more problems that comes in. Or sometimes we're just, okay, what else should we do? These kind of dreams isn't truly ideal. The kind of dreams that are ideal is the one that is assisted with dreams that is consistent with values, such as perseverance, honesty, curiosity, and willing to stand up for others. I'm standing here in front of you today, an alumni of a scholarship, still managed to single-handedly handle being the mother hen and taking care of 18 students from the departure until we get back to Indonesia. Having experienced my scholarship to the fullest, I believe is due to my dream
and my dream that consists of value. And only with dreams and value, I believe that we will have a meaningful life all throughout. That is all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Wow, amazing. A dream come true. I believe in another universe, in the context of multiverse, you are already a minister of foreign affairs. That's amazing. Your English is superb. You can speak English very well. You have the same interest like in this universe. Speaking English, we hope we still has a very good conversation in Toastmaster, Bhinneka online Toastmaster for a specific. That was amazing. Hey, timer, all those three speakers, all those entitled or what? It's only timer who can decide. Me, I'm just observing. Timer, are you mute?
Yeah,
Or
okay.
okay.
Sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Tom Marendra. Actually, for the session, for the speaker one, Ian, the time is 6.9 minutes, and the speaker 2 is Cynthia, 6.14, and last speaker 3 Safira, 7.47 minutes.
Okay, thank you, timer. Well, apparently it seems that never worry, Safira Nabila. I think in another universe you are entitled. Somehow, maybe you are joining in a Toastmaster with title Multiverse Toastmaster online club, which is online and it has a 3D meeting. It's not like this in second 2D meeting, but it has 3D. Never worry. I believe everything will be good. Your dream is always come true and beautifully come true to you. Okay, now as we are already conclude the first session, Rendra is in his uncanny zone. Natalie, one of the my favorite Toastmaster in this universe. Okay, thank you very much. As you know, multiverses is a fiction that many movies trying to elaborate more and more and make a recipe in its movies and give it to you, the audience, to think about. I am the one who eat the bait and kind of enjoy the bait. Well, maybe I'm dead already. Well, thank you so much for all those prepared speakers. Because of you, we now listens many first tangible informations or story about something's truth based on your true story. We are now going to the second session. The second sessions will be detail explains by its master. He will explain to you what it's all about and giving all things that you would like to enjoy. Before that, I would like to ensure that the term of multiverse you will find a lot in movies. Never worry, it's happened, it's now happening. Many people enjoy this. As I mentioned earlier, Safira Nabila, maybe a foreign minister, a foreign affair in maybe the country called maybe Nusantara or Wakanda, no one knows. And see, maybe Natalie is one of the most amazing finance minister. It's like our Minister Sri Mulyani, who knows, in another universe, right? So I still believe that Ben is somehow the real president of the United States of North America. Okay, now let us welcome one of the most amazing member, our past immediate presidents that I ever met him in person in Bali. And to be honest, he is one of the most marvelous men on earth in Bali. I hope he's happy from the previous G20 successfully executed by all the person involved in Bali. I think Natalie is somehow involved in several levels. Ladies and gentlemen, please let us welcome the master of the second session, which is table topic sessions. Let us welcome Toastmaster Ben. Ben, time is yours.
All right. Do we already take a photo? Is that usually what we do?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, let's do that.
By the way, Ben, we cannot hear you.
So we taking photos. Who will be
Alright, I
taking
will take
photos?
photo. Everyone, turn on your cam. Tina,
Can you, Dinda, Maria,
Dinda,
Rina, turn
Dian,
on your
Vicky.
videos?
Okay, 1, 2.
Can you do that, Dinda? Open your video or?
Okay. Glasses on. Right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wait. Let me copy and paste. Okay, another one. What's the pose for another one?
Another post?
Yeah. What's the special pose for multiverse? Matrix? All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
All right.
The voice, by the way.
Excellent.
Oh, there you go. Can hear you.
Can you hear me now? Yes, got it.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That's what happens when the volume is low. Then you got to just turn it up a little bit. Okay, so multiverse. We have a few table topic questions here. Some maybe a little tricky, some a little easy. And if you know me, I don't do things typically the normal way. I'm pretty sure in some multiverse, there's a version of me that does things that people expect, but I don't do that. This version of me does things a little different. All right, so let me share my camera or my screen. And slides. All right, so you guys have the whole screen, or is it just, I can't tell what it looks like? No? Okay, let's go here. Okay, go away. All right, so in the multiverse, there's a lot of different crazy theories. One, I think, is quite funny. Maybe not. Who knows? It's called Schrodinger's cat paradox. They talk about if you put a cat in the box, you don't know if that cat is alive or dead until you open it up yourself. No one really knows. In science, typically no one knows if any scientific theory is right or wrong until said theory can be tested and proved. Okay, the question is, not so difficult. What is something you know, or that's definitely a typo. What is something you know to be a fact? Alfin, what is something you know to be a fact?
I'm sorry, this is double topic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. What is something that you know to be a fact? Let me show you the question one more time. It's right here. What is something you know to be a fact?
Okay. Something I know to be a fact is anything that have the evidence. We live in the internet era when everyone can talk anything. You know that there is someone say Earth is flat. They just say with confidence, and when you are confident, people just trust you. And that can bring to bias. And we can trust to something which is not fact. That is dangerous. Can be having impact to how we make decision or to any kind of relationship we have with other one. We can have a unproductive debate talking about Earth. So it is important everything you heard in social media nowadays to have the evidence. When someone say Earth is around, of course, you need to turn on your critical thinking. You find the fact, you find the source in the internet that can be found that Earth is really round. And then once you already have the fact, you are confident to talk it to everyone. And then you know if you are debating with someone that is saying Earth is flat, but we already say the fact, here is the photo of NASA, here is the photo of a research, and then you don't need to debate for something because that is not productive. That is one example to how to knowing something a fact is important for you. You can spend your time more productive, and you know if you don't spend the time not productively. So ladies and gentlemen, we are living in the era of social media. Everyone can say anything, but you need to turn on your critical thinking. Anything someone say, be curious, ask question. Earth is flat. What do you mean, or what is your proof? And then he saw the proof, but is it the proof is credible? And then if you then find the credible resource that the thing that he said is not related with the fact or evidence, you can save your time to another productive time, like joining Toastmasters or productive discussion with your friends. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Ben.
Awesome. Great job. Talk about the Earth being round. One of my facts is water is wet. Or is it? I don't know. Is water really wet? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Excellent job. Now, Narendra or Tom reminded me real quick to explain what Table Topics is. 'Cause again, it's impromptu. You get a question, you get to go whatever direction you want. Uncanny, definitely. Again, you don't have any preparation. I give you a question. You could say you don't want to do it, but we're all Toastmasters here. Just do it, right? Just do it. Nike. Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry. Yep. Good job, Alvin. All right. Next question. Okay, hold up. Share screen. Okay. The next topic. So there we go. So we've got infinite universes. Is there another version of you? What do you think the other version is doing right now? What do you think the other version of you is doing right now? And I'm going to give this question to Yenny. What do you think the other version of you is doing right now?
According to me, nowadays they will connect it with the games.
What was that, Yenny? Go ahead.
Sorry, may I have the question?
Yeah. So the question is, what do you think the other you is doing? Right. The other you, again, in infinite universes. There's many of us, is the theory. So if you are here, what do you think the other you is doing in a different universe? Does that make sense?
According to me, right now they are going to actually I'm not really.
So again,
universe,
yes,
the other
yeah.
you, what do you
Yeah.
think she is doing now? The other Yenny Wong.
Oh, okay. If for me, I'm going to be the other version of me is I'm going to join with other version. If people like nowadays is like gaming, they will play on the game, and then everybody will join around the world, will meet all together, even though they don't know their gender, their face and everything. They just only the nickname, but they can connect it with all the gender. They don't think about their religion, gender. Just play like freedom. Just collaborate with other people or so it's so freedom when you don't think that, oh, this one from who they are and who is he or she, so they collaborate them and play the same things, the one that they like to play. They have time. Okay, that one for my version, because actually I don't like I not really like to play games, but nowadays people like to play games, even though a very, very simple game also connected with other people for around the world. You have fun? For me, the things that you can, the things that you most like, or you like your spare times, and then you're doing your things with the one that you like, you will meet or some people, the one that have the same preference, same version or same mission or same hobbies, and then you can have another friends, and then you can be friends and share about what do you think and what do you like. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Great job. It's awesome. See, the other version of you does something you don't even like. But what if this version of you actually likes the thing that you don't like, but you actually like it in this world? I'm just joking. That's the paradox, right? We don't know things. Great job, Yenny. Well done, bringing people together. All right, this next one is ticket. All right, go away. The multiverse has many unanswerable questions. Maria, so why did the chicken really cross the road?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Well, why did the chicken cross the road? I'm also thinking about it. I think the chicken crossed the road because the chicken actually saw a possible accident where that chicken is actually right in that particular situation. So seeing that probable accident that may happen, immediately the chicken crossed the road very quickly to avoid the accident that might possibly be the cause of its death. So as fast as it could, as it can run towards the other road, probably it found some chicken as well walking, and probably it walked with them so that that chicken may find safety and comfort together with the other chicken. Well, human beings are social. We like to be belonging to a group, right? Probably even if they have lower thinking skills, not compared to the human beings where we are very having a complex way of thinking, but probably these animals are also becoming sociable. They would want also to be together with the other chickens that they are alike, and it probably could bring them comfort and like, hey, these are my friends. Like if you are going to another country, right? Me as a Filipino, if I, for example, I went to Hong Kong and Singapore, and if I see a Filipino, it's like, I'm feeling like, hey, I can connect with someone. So probably that chicken, when it actually saw the danger, crossed the road, and when saw the other chickens, then that chicken found comfort. I think that's it.
Salamat po. Thank you so
Salamat
much.
din.
Awesome. All right, excellent job coming up with a different answer. Remember, the word of the day is uncanny, so let's use it, guys. All right, next question we are going to have is, go away. If there, go away, can't see that. If there are more of ourselves out there, so again, kind of going back with the last question, if there's more of us out there, what is the purpose for being here? Gio, we need a spare timer. What is the purpose for you being here right now?
Timer.
Sorry, I'm a timer, Ben.
Yeah,
I can
you
be
are
the
a timer.
timer. I can be the timer.
Someone else will be taking over. So what is your purpose, Gio? If there's a whole bunch of us out there, what is your purpose right this moment?
Sorry, can you repeat your question? Because
Why are you here on the planet Earth, in Indonesia, in this meeting at all? Why do you exist in this universe?
okay. Well, actually, why I joined with the Toastmaster, Bhinneka Toastmaster, because actually I want to improve my English and improve to speaking in, I mean, in front of the people. So actually, before I join with Toastmaster, I feel so not what is it? I feel not confident to speak in front of the people. So when I join with Toastmaster, little by little, I feel so confident to speak in another, I mean, another people, or in the in the meeting, or in the discussion before. And also, Toastmaster give me a lot of improvement for the speaking, listening, and so on. I hope I can be, I mean, like Natalie, or the other amazing people who can speak good, fluent, and so confidence with the expression for the future. And I think it can be achieved when I keep learning in the Toastmaster. Okay, back to Ben.
All right, Gio, thank you very much. Well done. Okay, we're moving right along. And the next question.
Noel, because he commented on the chat box.
Yes, I see. Noel, big concept here. Here it is, the tough one. Okay, gotta follow along. This is tricky. Can you expect the unexpected if it's unexpected? If so, is the unexpected then expected and therefore not unexpected? So actually expectable?
The concept. Yeah, so I am expected that I was to be a speaker here, even though as a only TTM. But I think I can share a little bit that maybe expected or unexpected for you guys. So I just get a COVID 2 weeks ago. So I think this is the first experience for me to get a COVID, since all people already get healthy, already adapt with the COVID. But I think this is a new experience. I do believe when I got COVID 2 years ago, might be probably I expected it was uncanny that might be I not stand here. However, I get COVID when all people already adapt and I already get booster. So I expected that I can adapt, I can stand, and I can face, I can survive with this COVID. So this is the expected for me, unexpected maybe for me 2 years ago. So
Great
I
answer.
think,
Oh, sorry, but keep going.
so I think this is a life. Sometimes we expected this, but this is the unexpected for us. But unexpected for something unexpected for us, it expected that it should be happen in our life. So everything in our life we can survive if we have believed. Thank you. Back to Tom.
All right. I expected you would answer a question, but I was unexpected of the topic. But I expected it would be a good one. All right. Last one. All right. Last one. Well done, Noel. And let's go to the last one here. Okay. Rena, our grammarian. It's a big concept. And we got that one already. You could also split your ideas, right? Let's get this idea here. What happens if you bake a no-bake cake in this universe? Rena, are you alive? It's blacked out. It's in a parallel black hole. Rena, no. Rena, where are you at?
Actually, guys, can we turn off camera for Rina? Because, Rina, do you want us to turn off our cam as usual?
Yes, please.
Okay, everyone, turn off your cam.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Except for Gio. And yeah.
Okay. What happened if I bake a non-baked cake? That would be a steamed brownies. Yes, that cake is things that happen when someone thinking out of the box. The idea was coming from a bakery coming from Bandung, which called Amanda. Bandung is very famous with its cake and brownies and those fancy cakes. But there are so many baked brownies that are already been sold in the market. So this bakery called Amanda, they start to think out of the box. What makes something that people will love? A steamed. So what happened if I cake that comes up with a soft, creamy, moist cake that's come out from the steamer? It's chocolatey. And it's very, very soft that people will love that. Now it's everywhere because some people will think out of the box. When I have that, then it will be a very good one. Because when you think out of the box, that's when the baked brownies become a steamed brownies, just like what Amanda has. Back to you, Ben.
All right. Let me do a little recap so you guys can bring it all together. A whole bunch of uncanny responses. You know, when you do table topics and you come up with an idea, you have an idea of kind of what you expect people to say, and you always get thrown off guard, which is why, you know, tabletop is so fun, because again, everything's unexpected typically because we see things from different perspectives. So it was pretty awesome. So Alvin gets a question about what is an actual fact. He says the earth is round. Yenny's other self would have been a gamer to bring people together no matter what gender or religion or anything. Maria, she said the chicken maybe saw a possible accident and then she wanted to be social and hang out with other chickens and just wind up not on my plate. Probably is And then Gio, he wanted to improve his speech, kind of what he was talking about, why he's here in this very moment. Noel gets the unexpected answer about getting COVID, but it was unexpected, but it was expected to be healthy, but unexpected to get it. You follow me there. And then Rena also got the no bake cake with something very soft and people will love and it's gushy. Anyways, can I get a timer's report, please, on everybody?
Okay, for the table topic session, just one participant who eliminate. I think it's mean he gave more than 2 minutes. It's just Alvin, and for the other one is still in the right time.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Gio. So again, Alvin is out of time. Again, you get 2 minutes and 30 seconds to speak. Great job, everyone. Way to take my ridiculous topics and do your best, which is awesome. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, but you all tackled it with uncanny responses. Back to you, Mr. Tom.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. I believe in another universe, Ben has my hair and I lost my hair in another universe. That will be okay. That's fair, right? That will be fair. That will be fair. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's the amazing of table topic sessions. That it's stimulating your brain at exactly the same time because you never expect a questions, especially if it's come from Ben. You never know what it's all about. Then you got it at the first place and you have to answer in 1 to 2 minutes. My advice to you next time is say whatever inside your brain from your mouth. That's all. And make it 1 minute a half. So don't make it crazy you're talking about. Just say it out loud and happier as possible as you can. Because in this universe, you have the right to be happy in whatever you say, especially in this club. You are the master of your happiness. We're going to the next sessions. The next session is, to be honest to you, maybe the most serious one. But I will do appreciate if those evaluators will deliver the evaluation in a funny ways. I was expecting that, but I'm not in a position to force. So the next session will be evaluation sessions. In the sessions, basically, those speeches by the prepared speakers will be evaluated. I'm happy we will have 3 best ladies on this universe evaluating those 3 prepared speakers. And I would like to, well, it is GE. It's GE session, right? Thank you, God. It is GE session. GE, you are one of the most amazing lady in charge in these responsible sessions. Please handle it safely, happily, and peacefully. Time is yours, GE Titingsi.
Sure, thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Marendradika. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Let's commence this evaluation session, one of the most nutritious life experience that we can experience not in the physical in-person world, but we can definitely still grasp the benefits of it through this Zoom meeting. So let us start with the evaluations of the prepared speech speakers. First, let us welcome our first evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie, who will evaluate Toastmaster Dian Vivi. Evaluations are one of the most important elements in Toastmasters. So please join me to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Natalie.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmaster ladies and gentlemen, and especially Toastmaster Dian Vivi. I believe that we cannot choose who we are born as, but we can choose who we become. And I was so inspired by your story in the caregiver journey. There are 3 things that I particularly love about your speech. The first one is especially suitable for your project, which is the choice of topic. It was an uncanny, but also interesting choice of topic, because you choose a topic about mental illness to give us more awareness about it, and you managed to execute it in an informative and interesting way. The second thing is the storytelling. Stories have power because human brain is wired to listen and to accept stories. And you open with a story right away, 5 years ago. You took us back then, 5 years ago, and then you took us also on a journey to the now. In addition to that, it was a personal reflection of your journey. The third thing is the vocal tone. I believe this is something that is uniquely yours. I noticed that you have a vocal tone that commands attention and also sounds convincing. It's very appropriate and suitable for informative presentation. It lends credibility to your speech content. In order to connect with your audience more, I believe you can apply these three things. First is by asking questions. This is the easiest way to establish connection with the audience right away. You can ask questions that are either reflective or rhetorical. For example, during parts when you're explaining about mental illness, you can ask the audience, so fellow friends, do you know someone who experienced mental illness? Pause. Or maybe have you experienced it yourself? Pause. This will give a moment to really connect with the audience, because you ask them questions that can relate back to your content, but also can relate them to their own life. The second thing is the distinctive characters. There are several characters in your stories, but none of it stood out in the stories. So I believe if you can give the characters vivid description and also precise body positioning, it will help them to stand out. For example, Dr. Amy was one of your main characters. So you can give a little description about Dr. Amy and also assign body positioning when you did your dialogue with her. For instance, you can say, I met with Dr. Amy. Dr. Amy was a middle-aged, petite lady who always greeted everyone with a kind smile. Then during the dialogue, you can say, this is you and this is Dr. Amy. It will help us to notice, oh, this is a dialogue and there are two separate characters talking. The third thing is the clarity of the message. I believe that memorable speeches usually have simple but resonating messages. At the end, you emphasize the message, but it was quite long. As I try to remember it, open yourself to learn new things and in your journey help others. I believe if you put the message in a more concise way, it will stick more. For example, be open to learn and be willing to help. Overall, this is an inspiring and informative speech. I congratulate Toastmaster Dian Fifi for fulfilling the project objective, and keep going and keep inspiring others. Back to you.
Round of applause, please, for distinguished Toastmaster Natalie. Thank you very much, Diti and Natalie, for your comprehensive, uplifting feedbacks and evaluations for Toastmaster Dian Fifi. We do learn a lot from your feedback. And now let us proceed to our second evaluator, Toastmaster Fifi Amaliawati, who will evaluate our second speaker, Toastmaster Cynthia Tan. Toastmaster Fifi, the screen is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I will share my evaluation to Toastmaster Cynthia presentation. Toastmaster Cynthia, today you have successfully delivered your project on Effective Coaching Path Level 1 Project 2, that is Writing Speech with a Purpose. Your speech title is Saying No to FOMO, Fear of Missing Out. It is an emotional response to the belief that the other people are living better. FOMO often leads to uncanny feeling. I heard how you shared your experience of being afraid to hear about your friend's success. And finally, you turning this into something positive by seeing this as an opportunity. Toastmaster Cynthia, I like two things from your speech. First one is proper body language. I saw how you demonstrated the way you update news via your mobile phone while saying, I swipe off. You're doing something like this. By saying while demonstrating how to swipe off the phone, I, as audience, could imagine what you did at that time. As I was, or I can imagine, I want to follow your story further. Number two, you combine experience and data. To present your story into a well-organized page, you presented stories based on experience and data to strengthen the information provided. This was revealed when you said, I want to dig more. Based on the research, FOMO can turn something positive. In order to make your speech into the next level, I would like to recommend you for two things. Number one, please avoid using the word but. The word but turns something positive into negative. This needs to be avoided so that the message always be positive, because your message convey motivates to the participants. For example, when you said, I should be happy, but I feel fears. I would recommend you said, I should be happy. And could you guess, I feel fears. Okay. Number two, engage with audience. What you convey will be more meaningful to the audience if they were involved. For example, when you share your reasons to call to action, you ask several questions and you answer yourself. It will be better if you give this question to the audience. Let one or two audience members respond first, so they could feel the same experience with you and feel the benefit of turning FOMO into something positive. Overall, Toastmaster Cynthia, you have presented an interesting and useful topic, supported by proper body language and research results. I was invited to say no to FOMO and turn FOMO into an opportunity. I want to see you engage more with the audience and avoid using but in your next speech. This makes the presentation more meaningful and resonant for the participants. Thank you. Back to GE.
A round of applause, please, for Toastmaster Vivi. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vivi, for your insightful evaluation that you have provided for Toastmaster Cynthia. It is useful not only for Toastmaster Cynthia, but I believe for all of us as well. And now, let us proceed to our third individual evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Pipit. The screen is yours, DTM Pipit.
Thank you. Am I going to be pinned first? Okay. One. Dreams do come true. I agree. Although maybe they do come true in other universe, not in this universe. But joke aside, I like the way Dia opened her speech right on with the title of her speech. I see so many speakers assume that the audience already know what they were going to talk about because Tom just introduced the speech, right? But this is a wrong concept because the speech doesn't start from the Tom introducing your speech, but it starts from when you start speaking. So I like the way you cleared it out of the way that this is what I'm going to talk about, so people can expect the unexpected, okay? That's the first thing I like. The second thing I like is that you also sprinkle it with some humor, although some of them pretty dark humor. So the first thing was, my parents said, going through college will be like a walk in the park, something like that, right? But you could have just said, yeah, it's like walking in the park, but Jurassic Park, something like that. Particularly when you say the highest, the priority patient in the mental health department, which was actually, you said it in a very uncanny way that it also made me a little bit laugh at the same time. I know it's a British dark humor, or in this case, Irish dark humor. I hope other audience also get that. But I like the way you also sprinkle some humor in it, like Walking Dead part, something like that, right? And another thing that I like is your story was easy to follow. Your English was obviously fluent. And also you avoid jargon. So all of the things that you said was really easy to understand, even for those who are still learning English. Now, I know that you want to be a speaker, so I need to give you 3 recommendations. The first one is avoid reading, particularly when you talk about something that you have experienced, aka accessing your memory. I know this is probably not popular in Toastmaster, but I myself like speeches that are not well rehearsed, because I can feel when the speaker tried to access their memory, tried to take us back to that moment when you actually experienced that. That particular process actually sometimes can bring tears, particularly when you talk about sad moment or talk about some anxiety. So when you talk about your memory, strive not to use notes in your delivery. Okay, then you can also enhance your connection with the audience at the same time. Second thing is that when you try to be more animated at the same time. When you say, for example, I was shocked, it's better for you to show it with your body that you are shocked. For example, like when you do like Home Alone, the famous Home Alone face, that people will know that you are shocked without you even telling them that you are shocked, for example, right? So try to make use of your animation in your body language. And the last one, try to make your tagline memorable, because dreams do come true is very memorable, but somehow at the end it started to change to dreams and values, something like that. So try to be more consistent and also have some opportunities where you can repeat some of them, right? So after a certain story, repeat, and then certain story, repeat, and at the end, please say it one more time. So that will make the message stick, so the audience will also remember it. Right, but I really like your speech and cannot wait to listen to the next one. Thank you.
Round of applause, please, for distinguished Toastmaster Pipit. Thank you so much, DTM Pipit, for your thorough evaluation, valuable advice that you provided for Toastmaster Savira. We do learn a lot from your evaluation. And now may I ask the timer, Toastmaster Geo, if all the evaluators are eligible to be voted?
Thank you, Madam Gigi, for this session. I look just one, just one person who eligible is evaluate Toastmaster Vivi Amalia, and for the Natalie and Toastmaster Pipit is not eligible because the time show
3:30.
So 3:30 is maximum, so 3:12 is eligible.
Oh, actually, I have a give extra 30 minutes. So when you look 3.12, it means the actual is 3.42.
But I didn't know since when you turn on red, for example.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, when the time. Sorry. Can you repeat your question?
So at what point did you turn your background red?
Okay. When the time showing 3.30.
Oh, it's supposed to be 3 minutes, is that?
Yeah, 3.30.
No, 3 minutes exactly is supposed to be red.
3 minutes. Yeah,
exactly.
because I give because I gave 30 extra, 30 second extra.
Oh, okay. I believe there's a misunderstanding. So so after it reaches 3 minutes, it's supposed to be red immediately. So the 30-second extra is when the red is on. Get what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, I hope Gio can settle down this kind of a trap in a multiverses, Gio. Actually, Gio, You are timer, you can do something magic and you just report the time and we just believe in you. You have to just to be tonight, but it's okay. Thanks.
Okay. So because the next I will prepare the poll. So would you either GE or timer or Tom, can you please write up who is the eligible speakers? Who are the eligible speakers that can be voted as the favorite one? Because I am preparing the ballot.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay,
Yes,
GE, I'm sure.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you, ballot counter, and also Toastmaster of the meeting. If I may suggest, perhaps for this time, because the evaluators are looking at the right and still think there are 30 minutes extra, right? So perhaps for this time, all the evaluators are eligible to be voted, considering the time that is red, then still they have 30 minutes to speak. What do you think, Toastmaster of the meeting?
Thank you. I think that's a good solutions for this kind of trap in a time, because somehow if we are trapped in another multiverse, the time law is different with us, because the metric is used as difference, and then it turns out maybe 1 minute in our world, it could be 10 years in their world. So it's so magical. So I think GE, you already said a very wise decisions. I believe all those evaluators are eligible for so. Okay, Gio, you have done a very good job. Thank you. Time is your G. Apparently, you didn't give it back to me yet.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Marendra, for a very nice solution for this. So let me give it to our ballot counter, Toastmaster Seni, for the polling.
Okay. I just sent a link, a Google form for the ballot. Everyone can see it in the chat box. Everyone can see it. Give me a sign. Okay. So everyone, please fill in the ballot form. Click in the link and you can vote for your favorite one. While we're waiting for the result, I return the filter back to the GE so we can continue the session. Back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you, our ballot counter. So
Wait a minute. Why I cannot click that?
Sorry, Seni. I think when you share, you click share and as editor. Supposed to be
Yeah.
Correct.
I cannot do clicking things.
Carry on. I will yeah.
I click to click send. Or how is it defeat?
Okay. I hope Sani is still in this unit.
No, it's okay. Let's continue with the GE session. I will
help. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sani, you'll be helped by
Back to you, GE.
Okay. She's your guardian angel, by the way.
thank you. So thank you, our ballot counter, and also distinguished Toastmaster Pipit. We are now done with the evaluation round, and we shall move on to the reports of our wonderful team. To start off, let us call on our grammarian, distinguished Toastmaster Rina, for her grammarian's report. DTM Rina, would you please present your grammarian report to us? And perhaps we need to turn off our camera for a more stable internet connection for our grammarian. Thank you.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So here, the grammarian report. There's one sentence saying otherwise, since she's a good friend of something. This word is like overused, like the otherwise. I suggest to cut it into since she's a good friend of some, the otherwise, so you ignore that. And then that's other saying, we have talking session in one of passion, blah, blah, blah. Because it is about someone, then it will be better if you say, we have talking session with one of the passion. Next one is a word, what's happened. The correct one is what happens or what's happening. Let's to differentiate between the plural and singular, caused by some factor. Would be better if you use caused by some factors because it's plural. There's a word also, her husband just say. Correct one is her husband just said or her husband just says. It depends on the context of the timing, but not her husband just say. On the pronunciation, I heard isolate. Probably it's just a twist, but the correct one is isolate. I cross by. This sentence coming up after the speaker saying about swiping the phone. I'm trying to browse also actually, what is the meaning of cross by, but I cannot find that. So instead, the sentence that I can suggest to you is I come across. Because come across meaning meet or find someone or something by chance. One speaker on the first half of the speech saying, I'm like. But the good thing is that on the second half of the speech, she already correct that into I was like, because it's talking about something in the past. I heard someone saying, you're confident to talk it to everyone. I suggest you use you're confident to talk about it to everyone, or you're confident to discuss it to everyone. There's a sentence saying should be happen in our life. I suggest you use it should happen in our life, or it is supposed to happen in our life. On the words of the day, at the beginning of the speech, almost nobody saying it, but I saw like 5 times on a chat box, and finally on the evaluation session, Natalie say once and PP also once. So that's the grammarian report for today. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, DTM Rina. Round of applause for our grammarians' detailed, considerate, and organized report. And I like that our grammarian show the appreciation for those who mentioned the word of the day. We have improved our grammar by listening to your explanation. And next, may I have the report from the accountant Toastmaster Yeni.
Okay, thank you. I shall screen now. For all the participation who has more than 2 soul and is Alvin and Noel, and the filler song R is the participation who has more than two. So is Alvin and Anne and Noel. For those who has filler sound, R is Maria and Giobrata. But for those people who has three, N is Cynthia and Safira Nabila. For the filler sound R, it's for Sabira Nabila is two. That's it for the my report. So sorry for the people who that I misheard. I feel I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thank you,
Wait a
Toastmaster.
minute. I stop first now. Okay.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yeni. Round of applause, please, for Toastmaster Yeni for her report. So this awareness will hopefully provide added motivation to cut out the filler words from our speeches. And now, let me provide my general evaluation for the meeting. This evening's Bhinneka Toastmasters Club's meeting went well, as usual. It started at 6 p.m. My time, Jakarta time sharp, and I can feel the warm camaraderie before and throughout the meeting, through both the conversation in the meeting and also through the Zoom chat box. And today we have a very interesting, relatable topic with the word of the day that enriches our vocabulary. And we also have an amazing and the best Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Marendra Dika, who can really bring us to experience the other universe very agilely and wittily, with him leading the meeting this evening. Toastmaster Marendra Dika, you really have a mind-blowing skill. So thank you very much for the great job this evening in this meeting. And I have seen that the meeting preparation coordination was done very well in the WhatsApp group. All the role takers, the speakers, evaluators were in the Zoom room on time for their turn to perform. And yeah, I can feel the friendly atmosphere here. It is very enjoyable. I would like to thank the participants who come visiting us this evening. I would like to extend my gratitude as well to the role takers. So thank you, our accountant, Toastmaster Rini, for explaining your role very well, preparing your evaluation very clearly, so as to improve our speech by minimizing the filler words. And thank you, grammarian DTM Rina, who has introduced the role in a clear manner, explaining about the word of the day and prepared her report in a very detailed manner. And we learn grammar, we improve our grammar by listening to her report. Okay, thank you, ballot counter, Toastmaster Semi, who has provided the polling and also helped by distinguished Toastmaster Pipit. So I like the spirit of helping each other in this club, this meeting. And thank you, Toastmaster Ben, for such an interesting and enjoyable table topic session. And I would like also to thank our timer, Toastmaster Geo, who has worked diligently behind the scene. And as for the room of improvement, okay, I humbly offer two suggestions. Okay, the first one, I see that in other Toastmasters Club, they do the round robin evaluation for the prepared speakers in the chat box. And it is sent by the participants, by the attendees directly, privately to the speaker. So I think this might be good. We may want to consider having this kind of evaluation so the speakers can have many feedbacks for their speeches, and it is not time consuming because it is sent in the chat box. So perhaps this can be taken into consideration. And second, it is my duty as a GE to make sure that my team, such as the timer, to know about the timing scheme. So for next time, I hope that you still trust me as the GE at Bhinneka's meeting with my wonderful team. So, and I appreciate very much the hard work of all of my team, the wonderful people here in the evaluation team. So congratulations, Bhinneka Toastmasters Club, for the well-prepared, well-arranged meeting today, where we can gain two things from the meeting that is really enjoyable with the team this evening, and a fruitful, educative meeting from each of the sessions, the 3 sessions that we have gone through this evening. So it is such a great and safe place for us to learn, practicing our public speaking, and we learn a lot from the insights from the speech contents, from all of your speech contents. So I hope many people can get the benefits by joining Bhinneka's futuristic meeting here in the future. And now I think we shall move on to the next session, which is the awarding session. And this session will be led by our
Sorry, I
accountant.
think Sally just got the result. Sorry, my boss. Sally just got the result. Still preparing the search. She needs more time.
Okay, sure. So I think we can go back. I can give the control to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Marendra Dika, for him to bring us to the other universe. Toastmaster Marendra Dika, please.
Thank you, our GE Titiningsi. We thank you so much to have you in Bhinneka Online Toastmaster. Well, I do hope and pray with my humble inner beauty. So you are called to join in this club somewhere in the future. If it cannot be in this universe, it could be in another multiverse. But there is still my hope and my prayer. Okay, thank you very much, Titi Ningsi. That's awesome GE role taker that you've done. And I would like to conclude my job as Tom by announcing the winner. Am I or the president?
Sally, do you need more time?
Okay.
The certificate is ready.
Oh, okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please let us welcome one of the most charming lady in the west part of Indonesia. Sani, time is yours. It's drum roll, right? Like this. Bum, 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 bum.
Your humble inner beauty, Rendra.
Yeah, I think it could be in my another version of Doppelganger in another multiverse.
I've never heard anyone saying with my humble inner beauty.
Did I say that? Okay, Sani, it is your call. Okay, to announce the winner. Which part that you will call first?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please. For the first winner of from the category table topic, the best table topic speaker is, the best evaluator.
Yay! It's okay. You are still trapped in another multiverse.
Thank you.
Marendra, can you help to take the picture?
What should I do?
DTM Pipit Andriani.
No. Don't let Rendra take the photo. That timer was too small. Somebody else, please.
Oh, so who? Natalie?
Sen, you take it then. Oh, Sally cannot, yeah?
I cannot because I share the screen.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, sorry.
I will remove Sunny, and then I'll add Pipit. Hang on.
Oh, BTS. Cynthia, BTS.
You ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. One more. Hang on. Let me make it 50-50. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Pit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
My BTS blurry.
Already.
Okay. Congratulations, Pipit.
Congratulations.
For the next winner, table topics category. The winner is Maria Lores.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations, Maria.
Thank you. Should I open my cam?
Yes, you should. We will take a
Okay.
picture.
Okay.
Natalie, would you help me?
Sure. Okay. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Okay, one moment.
But the recorders will be our member soon.
Oh yeah,
Right? In 1 week.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you.
And the next one, the best speaker of the day is Toastmaster Dia,
Yay!
aka Safira Nabila.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you.
Yeah, camera.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. One more time. Give me a moment to adjust my stuff. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Congrats.
Thank you, guys.
And one more certificate for our first timer today is Toastmaster Yenny Wong.
Yay, congratulations.
Seems like Yenny receives a first timer certificate every week, every meeting.
Okay, Yenny, smile. Sorry, Sunny, it's still icebreaker. You need to edit later, yeah?
Oh, okay.
I just take a photo, you can edit later. Okay? Thank you. Okay, Yenny, 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good job, Yenny.
Thank
Nice
you.
try
Thank
every
you.
2 weeks. Well, that's all from me. Later on, Yenny, don't leave the room first. Later I will do another certificate for you and take the picture of you. Okay. And I will invite our Madam President to close the meeting. Please, Madam President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seni and Toastmaster Marindra as Tom and other role takers for inspiring us and guiding us in this event well. Last but not the least, to you all Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club members visiting Toastmaster Clubs, especially to Toastmaster Rina and Toastmaster Titiningsi for your support become role takers. Please give yourself a big applause. For visiting Toastmaster and guests, feel free to provide your feedback after this meeting. You can contact us if you want to join our next meeting. It will be on Sunday, 4th of December at 6 p.m. GMT+7. You can reach me, Pipit, Natalie, Marendra, or anyone in Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club. I also open for opportunity for all of you here to take part in the next meeting, whether you want to be the prepared speakers or role takers. Please drop your message in the WhatsApp group. Now we come to the end of this meeting. With this, let me announce the meeting is adjourned. Have a nice Sunday, everyone, and see you again.
I see you next week.